One of these roads is only passable a few hours in the day due to the high tide in the region, whilst another is so old the wood has rotted beneath it, which means cars can easily fall into the freezing Siberian water. So without further ado, here are the 10 Number 10. Guoliang Tunnel. Man, oh man, will this first pick make the hairs on your back of your neck stand? The tunnel was named after the Guoliang village in Henan province, China, and that village was named after a Han Dynasty rebel who managed to fight off the imperialist force thanks to this impassable terrain. Now, as for the road, it's only 0.75 miles long, and it's only 13 feet wide. The tunneled clearance is 16 feet, and there's only one lane. While passing through it, you will be smashing that like button if you haven't done so already. But no, it will actually be looking over a cliff on one side and a claustrophobic tight cave tunnel on the other. Needless to say, this tunnel is terrifying even for people who pass it on a daily basis. Just one mistake and you'll tumble down the rocky hillside. Number 9. Dalton Highway. When you have a road that's featured in a BBC show called World's Most Dangerous Roads, then you know it means business. The Dalton Highway is an Alaskan road that starts in Fairbanks and ends in Dead Horse. That means the length of this highway is exactly 414 miles. The road is fairly primitive, with gravel consisting most of the route. Oh, and you're advised to be wearing survival gear whether traveling on this road that follows Alaskan pipeline. Now, on the road, the only towns en route are Coldfoot, located on the 175th mile, Wiseman on the 188th mile, and the final destination town, Dead Horse, located on miles 414. There are no hospitals on the road, except for one in Fairbanks and Dead Horse. So now you know why they advise you carry your own survival gear. Otherwise, it might be game over for you in that harsh Alaskan weather. Number 8. Fairy Meadows Road. Pakistan may be a dangerous place for travelers, but nothing is as dangerous as the Fairy Meadows Road. It's located high atop a mountain, and it's a route that you have to take if you want to enjoy the mountainous view from the village of Tato, located in Fairy Meadows. Oh, and this road is part of the Pakistani highway that was ranked the second deadliest in the entire freaking world. So the risk is all yours. Now, if you want to know what the road actually looks like, let's take a little stroll down this mountainous terrain. There's just enough width for a Jeep Wrangler to pass here, and there are no safeguards on the road. One miscalculated step and you could be looking at it fall several thousand feet down. Drivers who don't take this road too seriously are no longer with us. So, if you ever go there, choose your transportation company extremely carefully. Number 7. Sichuan-Tibet Highway. This is one of the most majestic roads on this planet, as well as one of the most dangerous ones ever. Why do we say this? Because this 1,300-mile long road is located straight on the mountainside, and the journey is nothing but up, up, up. And on your journey from Sichuan to Tibet, you may encounter changes of weather and seasons, from sunny spring to snowy winter, all on a 15-day journey across the Tibetan mountains. Now, this road is a daily route for countless truck drivers on the road transporting goods throughout the country. Oh, and landslides and avalanches happen usually, so if you're not taken down in the fall, you will be stranded on the road for several days. But hey, you can enjoy the isolated houses in the mountains as well as spot the occasional yak. Number 6. Carretera a los Yungas. At an elevation of 11,500 feet, the Yungas Road is one of the most dangerous in the world. But does that stop crazy Bolivians from driving like madmen on this dirt road from La Paz to Yungas? No it doesn't. The road is 40 miles long and there are no safeguards on the sides, plus the traffic is pretty insane. Along the road, you see numerous small crossings and graves of those who fell to their doom. Plus, because the road hasn't been paved, there's dust constantly blocking your view, and you hear trucks and minivans honking at you from the other side. Oh, and if you're not driving, then you could take a downhill biking tour with the locals that are organizing. But be wary though, looking for that adrenaline rush can become deadly, as this road took the lives of 18 cyclists from 1998 until today. Number 5. Karakoram Highway. They call it the 8th wonder of the world because this highway was built on one of the harshest weather conditions in the world. It connects Pakistan and China with an 810-mile strip between the countries. Just looking at this engineering marvel is enough to make your jaws drop. Bridges, several hundred feet in the air, all going through the dangerous mountainous terrain of the Karakoram Mountains. The highest point at which this highway sits is an eye-popping 15,500 feet above sea level. Now, try looking down from there. Number 4. Taroko Gorge Road. Connecting the west and east coasts of Taiwan, the Taroko Gorge Road is one of the most dangerous in the world because it's carved straight into the mountainside. Now, tourists visit this location because of its rich history and the fact that the gorge was once completely submerged underwater. Once the water receded, the area became passable for the first time ever. Now, if you go on a tourist visit to the road, you should know that this road is extremely narrow, and the drop is extremely high. If a bus carrying passengers comes your way, there won't be any room for other oncoming traffic. Now, there are numerous other sites you could visit, like the Tunnel of Nine Turns or the Eternal Springs Shine, but the road still remains one of the most terror-provoking marvels in Taiwan. Number 3. Passage du Gois. This is one of the roads we talked about in our intro. It's actually a road that's usually underwater for the entire day, but there are times when tide is low and the road is considered passable once again. It connects a French town on the west coast with a small island at sea. Plus, this 2.6-mile pass was part of the 1999 Tour de France, which caused certain cyclists to crash due to the slippery terrain, and the fan favorite soon found himself in second place. Looking at you, Alex Zuli. Number 2. Rohtang Pass. This ancient pass is located high atop the Panjim mountain range, and it's considered an old trade route for the locals. But the high elevation of 13,000 feet made this road particularly dangerous for any tourists trying to cross it. Now, if you ask the locals, they will tell you that the road is not particularly dangerous. And it isn't, if you can predict the occasional blizzards and snowstorms. Those are the things that actually cost people their lives, and that's why we've placed this Indian pass on the number 2 spot. Number 1. Vitim Bridge. The number 1 most dangerous road is located in Russia, in the region of Siberia, and the harsh weather from the region has made this bridge practically impassable. The bridge is only 6 feet wide, and the frame is made up of rusted steel covered with rotting wood planks. There are no railings, and there is only enough room for one car to pass. Yeah, you heard that right. Cars use this bridge to cross the Vitim River is almost consistently under ice. The bridge has taken many lives, and just one wrong turn on the frozen and slippery surface can send you tumbling down the icy waters of the river. It was built for trains to pass along, but now it is only the way drivers can get to the other side. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, what's the most dangerous road you've ever crossed?